Hi, this is Cecilia from Tarot by Cecilia, and today is Sunday, November 28th, 2021. The tarot card for today is the Three of Pentacles. In this deck, it's labeled the Three of Wheels, and this is from artist Milo Lysenko. The name of the deck is the Tarot of the Golden Wheel. Before I start, I want to say this at the beginning so that everyone who's listening has a chance to hear it. If you haven't listened by now, go to my Patreon, my YouTube, especially my Podbean, or any other podcast provider, and have a listen to my December Love and Finance. It is free to all this month, and you'll be glad that you did get a listen. All right, now, so you are the architect, and this is a perfect time to begin putting together your plan. It's almost like a plan for repair, in a sense, right? Like you want to build something new in your life, and you want it to be solid. So you need a blueprint if you're an architect, right? You need plans, you need diagrams. However you work those kind of things out in your world. And plans often involve others as well. Sometimes, you need a little help from your friends, and, a collaboration could be, a good thing to have going on today. I have a feeling this leads to something much, much bigger. You're just getting into it. I think we'll start with that. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about what is going on today, because it really is a most pleasant day for the most part. All right, we have the moon still in Virgo, which is excellent with this card, and it will help you to get your details into place for what it is that you want to do. Now, all of that aside, because the Virgo energy is not always the most fun, I guess we could say, all right, as opposed to all of the Sagittarius energy that we have going on right now. But the moon will make some aspects which will be helpful in softening those edges. And I'm even going to call it a good day to go out on a date. You don't hear me say that too often now, do you? Well, first up, the moon's going to trine Venus today. All right, so all things loving and what feels good. And if you don't get to hear all of this, make sure you go listen, like on one of those other places that I mentioned, because I have a little bit to talk about here. All right, now, Venus wants you to enjoy all the good things in life. There is a tendency here to perhaps overindulge, so you need to be careful with that. All right, be careful with your spending, because it is the holidays. Be careful with your eating and your drinking. You don't want to be doing anything to excess, because I have a feeling it'll come back to bite you later. Next up is a sextile between the moon and Mars, and this is going to really help with that Virgo moon as well. It brings drive and passion to all that you do. Not really a Virgo quality, all right? Virgo is just like very, let's get the job done. I don't have time for idle chit chat kind of thing. But you'll be able to pour yourself into whatever plans you're creating. So, this is a good thing for you. The only one that gives me a little bit of pause today is the moon opposing Neptune. And I did say it was a good day for a date. But if you have a tendency to fall too easy, fall too hard, and fall in love with everyone you meet, and believe me, I know people like that. Here's the thing. It's like you just want to have a little bit of caution here. If you are going on that first date or whatever, you don't want to overlook someone's, qualities that may not be as endearing to you as you would hope. This does, however, provide, some creative influence, which wouldn't normally be available under the Virgo moon, to use with your planning that you have going on here. So whatever you're pursuing, I think you'll be able to put a nice creative touch to it. Next up is a trine between the moon and Pluto. And this one really gets us in the feels. It has us digging deep, not just into our own well of emotions, but also, trying to really get a deep emotional attachment with others as well. We might be trying to read minds, okay? Whatever. We've got to remember that we can't really do that. But it is, there's a sense of trying to figure things out. And sometimes the best advice is not to overthink. The big one for today is a conjunction between the Sun and Mercury. And what do we call that? A cazimi. When Mercury is in the heart of the Sun, everything is, I don't want to say right with the world, because it's not. But when it comes to thought and communication, it takes away a lot of that Neptune influence, because right now Neptune is stationing to go direct, and it's really amping up the old fog machine. All right, so Sun conjunct Mercury gives that, how can I say it, when we have Mercury retrograde, and you always hear me say that the cazimi is the one time when you can talk to people and know that you're getting your message across. So conversations will be more effective today, maybe even leading into tomorrow, because this happens very late in the day. So plans, teamwork, collaborations. What are you going to do to work on your plan for the coming 12, 13 months? I want to thank you all very much for being here. I'll see you here again tomorrow. And as always, have a great day.